What's up, chat? I'm dead. Oh, wow. Okay.
Branch Evergreen. You find yourself surrounded with ice, embraced in the arms of Kalen, who is also frozen on this platform. Waves of salt water crashing over. You are dying. You are barely holding on to consciousness. You can just barely see a losing battle ensuing between your party members who have refused to give up in this moment and the first mate of the aboleth. Uh, but beyond that, with each blink of your eye and being able to see through the blurry haze, skimming across the water as if it was solid ground, you see a veiled woman in a black dress inching ever closer to you. There is a blinding eldritch purple flash, and as that subsides, you see her right next to you. She reaches out her right hand, and you begin to fall into the black void. And I would say this feels a la Get Out in a sense, if that helps bring something to mind of this moment as
Definitely.
you fall, what feels like endlessly. It is not cold, it is not warm, it is not anything. There's no sound, there's no light, you're just falling. Or are you falling? It's really hard to tell in this moment. Is there anything you wish to do in this space?
Uh, Branch was just uh as I remember the last session we that she was played. Um, she thought she was seeing her parents, and she knew what was happening, and she knows that she was in an anti-magic field. Branch is clever, and even when she's scared, she knows what's happening. Uh, an arcane flash to her in this is the only way that could happen is if she crossed over. Um,
Let me explain that more because I was being colorful too. That was the flash of the Iron Shark's beam that
oh, sure.
critical to you and brought you over the edge.
Very fair, very fair. Uh,
Right.
and yet still, the fact that this would not happen other than supernatural means, the falling away from
Right.
where I was before. Uh, uh, she knows that she's dying, and she tries one last time to try to cast a spell because that's all that she understands to to help herself in moments of crises. So the last thing she tries is to cast a healing word on herself, and the word she uses is no.
It doesn't seem like anything happens here,
Yeah, yeah.
but you hear that no kind of reverberate throughout the space. As you float, fall, whatever it is, there's no sensation giving you any sort of feedback in terms of what's happening here. Somehow in this dark void, you see the visage of that woman again. Right? somewhat more fantastical than before. She seems to be like once again walking towards you, floating. No, are you on the floor? It's hard to tell. I can even send you this little pic that I mocked up. Don't worry about the background.
Fair. And could I roll a religion check? I guess Branch would have probably knowledge of all
You
the
may.
different, yeah,
Yeah.
possibilities here, but Matthew is not that clever. Looks like a 27.
27. And then I send that just to you. Good, good, good.
I did not get that picture.
20.
Is that? Oh, is it on Discord?
Yes, it is on Discord.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah. Got it.
It has just sent to you. Okay. On a 27, that is definitely enough to, because I think everyone in this world has a basic understanding of the pantheon that they're dealing with. This, and both in the moment and in description, fits the visage of the Raven Queen. She is the goddess. I should have had that open for myself just so I could read it straight from the source.
And I guess I will have a few questions about that, about what this world knows. I know we don't know a lot about undead and necromancy and whatnot, but is there any experiences with near death or resurrection? Like, not, I know not resurrection necessarily, but a view, glimpses into the beyond that people have told stories about.
Okay. Yeah, goddess of transition of life and death, or fate, or fate as well. In terms of your answer, the answer to your question, I think the most the I don't think this is your first time seeing her in a moment like this. This is the first time you died.
Yeah.
I think Korag. I think that various members have been dying and have seen this person or thing. Maybe in the moment you didn't know what it was, and it was scarier than what it may seem like now. But at the time, yeah, I think your own party has experienced this. Outside of that, you know, she is a popular deity to worship. But in terms of people being like, I've seen her, I mean, you know, did that?
Right. And I guess the other question that I have regarding the afterlife and whatnot is what would a faithful of Zeus assume or even think the afterlife to be? What do they teach about the afterlife, or do they teach it at all?
That's an incredible question.
Because it would make a difference for Branch, right? Like what she's expecting, I guess, versus what she experiences. I don't know.
I would say that the general consensus is that, especially for faithful, you're protected, and you go to a place of, you know, it's not unlike our own hopes and dreams of what that can be like.
Sure.
It's a place of rest, a place of you know, reward for a life achieved.
And if you don't get that reward, maybe it meant you did something wrong.
I suppose it could.
Okay. Interesting.
But in terms of how this goddess is, this is not necessarily the reward or no reward. This is the space between.
Got it.
Before.
Yeah.
She's not the goddess of death.
Mm.
She's the goddess of transition between life and death.
Okay, that makes sense.
And as you're having all those thoughts, you will notice as she's walking and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, though she doesn't seem that far away, and yet she feels 1,000 miles away. Her right hand is there. That's the one that reached out to touch you before you presumably transitioned here. But as she's walking towards you and you look to the left, you can see that there is no hand. It's nubbed.
Mm.
Not gored, like, and gross, but just like, I don't know, maybe it was amputated a long time ago kind of a thing. Like there's just like a smoothed over nub on the wrist where a hand would be.
Interesting. Huh.
And as she approaches closer, you see her lift that arm towards you. And for the first time in this space, true light emerges as first a little golden bead that then spills out 5 ways. First almost forming like a hand and then sprawling out even further into tendrils of like almost like yarn or something of that nature that just starts webbing out all over the space that you're in. And you can see light emanating from its origin and kind of pulsing along every single different little strand that comes out towards you. And as those lights pass by you, you can hear giggles, laughter, you can hear crying, you can hear screams, just various different emotions of life.
Oh yeah, I think Branch doesn't like obviously Branch doesn't know what's happening for sure, but I think she understands the enormity of what she's seeing and what it means, and so she's overwhelmed. Like knowing intellectually and being able to process are two very different things, and she is, yeah, she's very overwhelmed by everything that's going on, Kyle.
And these, or try to think of what they are. I guess we'll say strings of light that this go off endlessly into this void and seem to not end, creating almost like a web-like net, if you will. You see one strand slowly snaking its way towards you, and you can see that there's a cord coming off of you that's almost trying to meet the one that she's emanating from her. They're like trying to meet.
I think I would encourage that. I don't know how I would, but I think I would. Maybe willing, maybe just trying to manipulate the light somehow with my hand, reaching forward and pushing or waving it. But I think I would try to make that connection happen if I had a will or possibility of influencing it.
You feel a warmth as that light starts to emanate from you and the light that's coming from her. The two ends begin to start trying to merge. But then after a moment, when they do touch, it's almost as if two snakes have touched mouths and recoil at each other.
Mm.
And instantly you see your cord wither away from hers, and she grows larger than you'd think possible, to the point where you can fit into the hand that's there as she tries to grasp for you. And for the first time, you hear her say,
You are tarnished.
did that go through?
I believe I heard you are tarnished.
You did. Excellent. And as she's trying to grasp you like water through her fingers, you feel yourself sucked away until her light is just a tiny nothing that then blinks out.
And again, Branch understands not the enormity of like what, the cosmic of it, but she understands being tarnished and she understands not deserving a reward.
as you have those thoughts, you cannot breathe. Your lungs are filled with liquid, thick, cold. You are in water, it seems, or something like it, as you feel yourself roiling around.
She relies on magic. If she's in water, she has something for this. She reaches down around her waist to feel for her belt of swimming to see if that's still there.
You feel like you have clothes, and that's about, I'll say, yeah, you can have that as well. But in that reaching around, go ahead and make an investigation for me, actually.
Sure. Is that 20?
On 24, quickly, you feel a belt, you feel the like clothes that you had on, you don't feel a book, you don't feel a wand, you don't feel anything like that.
Ooh. Yeah, she's underwater. She feels the belt, but she still can't breathe. So there's something wrong. It's dark. I
And you
imagine.
feel, and here, unlike earlier, here you feel like you need to breathe,
Sure.
as weird as that may be.
And she's. Can she open her eyes and look around, or?
Sure.
Yeah. What does she see underwater?
Pitch black.
Fair. Okay. Uh, sh all she thinks to do is magic. She tries to cast water breathing, and she doesn't even know if she has prepared.
Is that something that requires components and or a focus?
Great point. Water breathing is, I believe, a third level spell. It is a ritual. It requires verbal, semantic, and material components. She has no wand. She has no focus.
Yeah.
Correct. She doesn't have a voice. Does she have hands even? No, she has hands. She was able to investigate her body. She has hands. She has thoughts. She is. And I think that's some comfort to her. But apart from that, she thinks back to something Korag said when they were swimming. He mentioned something about bubbles. What direction are the bubbles leaving your mouth?
They are, well, I guess that's hard to answer. It's always going to be up.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And she feels for the direction that the bubble, like she has a
You can feel them roil across your face.
Shit.
But you can also tell that what you're in, they're roiling across your face and up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what you can also tell by forcing out bubbles in the space is this is thicker than water.
Ooh.
And as you roil out bubbles, you feel humanoid hands gripping at your legs. I need to make an athletics check.
Yeah, totally.
And I need to get myself to a D20.
She is rolling like a mad woman. Yeah, 16 on a -1.
Well, now may be the time
Yeah.
to roll well. 16 is enough to break free as you feel 3 pairs of hands kind of start tugging at clothes and legs.
And whatever direction up felt, she'll try like as best she can, and away from the hands, certainly. She'll try to swim through whatever this thick fluid is.
It doesn't take long, probably less than 2 rounds. You break surface. You find yourself, it seems like it's night. The water is black. You can see you're probably 30 feet from a shoreline of some sort of island. You can see trees and land. You're not sure how big the mass is from here, but that's what you see as you break. The only light out here seems to be maybe moonlight. It's pretty dark, but not too dark that you can't see around you.
Sure. Yeah, I gotta get my feet on the ground. I'm not a water creature, and this ain't water. So I make my way towards the closest bit of land.
That's true, and you are slower in this water because, or you are slower to swim, and you're a ways away. I'm going to say you're getting another athletics check as you feel more things in this water grabbing at you.
Yeah, that's a 5.
You begin to get slightly pulled under
Mhm.
as some grip hold of you. Um, you'll have another chance to break free here. It's just you and whatever this is, so you get to try again, break free from this. It's just
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah. Mhm.
That's a 9.
And that is a natural 1 for the for whatever's grabbing you. So you are able to break free and continue on. I'll say you make it to the shore. It's rocky, it's jagged here. Um, also, you're not noticing much color. I'll say that as well. I mean, it's night, so that's part of it. You do have dark vision, don't you?
Yes, I do. I do. So this would look kind of like what it looks like with dark vision, you would think. The lack of color and whatnot.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, like if you really inspect, because you have a lot of green on you and things like that. If you really were to inspect your clothes, you'd see the faintest amount. It doesn't look as vibrant as it did,
Sure, sure.
but it's very, very muted in this lighting. But you do find yourself on a shore. As you come out of the water, you can see now probably about 10 to 15 first hands and arms, but as they reach the water on the shoreline here, you can see water slogged corpse-like entities kind of scraping towards you as they kind of come up with the waves and then recoil back with the waves and are gone.
Oh, okay, okay. She like, yeah, that's terrifying, obviously, and she makes
Yeah.
back away from it, but like that means that when she's away from the water, at least she has some level of safety from whatever those are, but she understands that she is still not safe. Can I make a perception check to see if there's any other dangers around her?
You can do that, and this does feel weird, but it does also make sense. So I guess I'd like a sanity save in that situation.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Yes.
I know.
If
It's
she,
all it's
yeah, no, if she is, she has a sanity, right? Like that's she
yeah,
exists as a thing,
yeah.
and she fails that sanity check.
Well, how do you know?
Oh no, okay, it's a 6.
Oh,
Sorry, it's a 6.
no, that is a failure. I need
Yeah.
you to roll a D100.
Okay. Fair enough. Here comes. I'm trying to remember how this. Oh yeah, it's over here. Here it is. There you go. 14.
A 14. Um, for the foreseeable future, you're gonna develop a drinking problem.
Fair enough. Yeah, yeah, sure.
But you know, there's a lot of factors whether that matters or not.
Yeah.
Um,
And honestly,
but for the,
kind of a
for the fact
direction her character was going to end up going anyway. I've kind of been layering that in a
Perhaps.
little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of, it's been into that. Anyway,
I suppose that's mild on the list of possibilities. But yes, you made a perception check. Did you already roll that? Or you
no, I have not rolled that perception check quite yet. Here we go.
Yeah, you scan the tree line that's in front of you. You're talking about the land, right?
Yeah.
Not the water.
Not the water because I figure she thinks that what was going after her in the water is no longer a threat as she's away from the water for at least momentarily. So she takes her eyes off the water to look at everything else.
You don't see any danger inspecting the tree lines here. You do hear some things out in the like indiscriminate noise out in the distance. But nothing imminent.
Right.
For what that's worth.
Her first thought, like, okay, she knows she's dead. She believes that she was rejected from whatever reward that she might have hoped for. And she knows that she got rejected. She knows. She doesn't, you know, it might not be true, but she knows, right?
Of course. Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It might not be true, but she knows that that happened because of all the bad things she's done. And James, of course. And this is existence now. Because there's no such thing as resurrection.
And just
She needs to take valuation of what she has. She knows she has the belt, but the belt is non-magical anymore. Does she have? She doesn't have her book. She doesn't have her shield. Does she have a whip?
no, you have the clothes on your back that you died in.
Fair. Okay. She looks around. She sees a tree line. She's on an island. You said, is that right?
Yes, and by the way, it's been about 10 minutes
Okay.
since you died. from that perspective, like the swim over and all that.
Yeah, and that's fair. And I need to breathe. That's important to know.
So you think you felt compelled to breathe?
Sure. Okay. She tries not breathing for a while.
I think you find that you're able to hold your breath as long as you want.
Okay. So to her, what she puts together, and these are assumptions, is that if she doesn't need to breathe, that means she doesn't need to eat, or any like her biology is not a factor, which makes sense to her. She's terrified. She is so disappointed, and that makes her sharper. And she starts looking around and trying to figure out what the next thing to do here is. Because if this is existence, it needs to be something.
Her.
So she's on an island in the middle of a dark lake. There's a tree line behind her, and she hears sounds.
Not a dark lake, a dark ocean.
Dark ocean. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Justin, it literally existence right now to her is water. Is it still water? Still black water? Is that accurate? No, it's lapping. You said it was lapping.
Not still. It's lapping. Yeah.
Lapping.
At least on the at the shore. Yeah. But as the more you that's how water works. Duh. But as the more you look out, it starts to look smooth, like obsidian.
Sure.
And you can see what's lapping looks like thick ink, like almost like the consistency of blood, but it's definitely not blood. Or I mean, you can investigate that yourself. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, and she would. I think that would be the next thing if she. Okay. We have trees, and we have time. Mm-hmm. She gathers bits of wood, and she tries to create a little weave of a little. She strips them of bark, and tries to
As you pull the bark away, it's gooed as it comes off. You can see like more thick black sap just pull away. It's almost like you're peeling flesh from muscle
yeah.
or skin from muscle.
And does it ever get to like a piece of wood that's usable, or is it just gunk all the way down essentially?
Oh no, there's wood there. It's just like there's
Yeah.
that like connective mucus.
And she has no tools. So I guess, yeah, are there stones about? She starts from
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning.
It's-
It's like she thinks through, like literally, that's her thought. Like there's nothing here. I gotta start from the beginning. What's the first skills I need?
This beach is littered with stuff. Like it's a hard rocky beach, like Northern California style for what that, it like pretty like fist sized stones, and is this making up most of this. It's not comfy. Say that.
Sure, sure. But she thinks like it's something Perrin does that he maintains his weapons a certain way, and sometimes he uses stones, and he's shown her how to sharpen stone and how to use stone to sharpen other stone. And she starts to try to do that, and she's not good at this. Is not her thing. But if this is existence, she needs to begin somewhere, and she pulls from that. And she gives it a shot and tries to create a sharp piece of stone that will help her get the fleshy goo of the bark off of these strips of wood that she finds around to try to make some kind of container to reach into this water and hold this inky bloody water away from the ocean itself and examine a smaller portion of it.
Okay. So, so you want to make a bucket?
A tiny bowl, not so much a big bucket.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bowl to hold just a small amount of this stuff.
Well, okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Sure.
See how well you can put that to use and craft a makeshift bowl.
Sure.
Can't be too hard.
It's a 22.
That looks good. That looks good to me. It's not sellable,
No.
but it's usable.
Yeah. And
So I'd say, yeah, you kind of fashion out from a piece of this gross wood, and you're like, well, a bowl has a divot, so you made this sort of imperfect thing that will hold some water, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, she attempts to, and she knows she has to move quickly and avoid the hands as best as possible as they come, but she attempts to collect just a tiny bit of this stuff.
You get it, no problem. You don't see the hands here in this moment right now. It seems whatever chased you to the shore has receded back where it was.
It's good to know. And she, yeah, examines it. A little thicker than blood juice. Not thicker than blood. A little thicker than water. Maybe blood consistency, but certainly not blood, as it's pitch black. Is
Yeah,
it still,
having it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's still
having
pitch
it
black in a
this-
tiny amount. Okay.
Yeah. Unless you really thin it out, and then it kind of grays whatever it's on, but that's pretty thin. But even in like a 2 or 3 inch thing, it's still black, solid black liquid. Yeah, you're not getting any irony smells, so you can definitely roll out blood. It doesn't smell good, that's for sure. How would I describe the smell? Acrid. I keep going back to, and you can tell this really affected me as a kid. We found, like on a hike, we found a dead bear cub, and I can't forget the smell of that bear cub. It was gross.
Yeah, yeah. That's awful. But yeah, I get you. It smells like that.
Never smelled anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Well, Branch, No,
And you
she's
can
not
tell
ready.
from your little science experiment here, probably don't want to adjust it more than you already have being in the water, or being in the substance, but
Fair.
it doesn't seem potable, but that doesn't matter.
Right. She notes that, she pours it out. Um, she tucks her little bowl thing, a little piece of wood, and her little sharp stone into her little pockets. And you said there's a moon overhead?
Yes,
It's been maybe a half hour now. I don't know how long she took to do the stone and do the wood thing. Who knows?
I would say no more. It does. I mean, it was just a makeshift piece of stone and pulling some bark, like pulling some wood off and putting that together. It's not very good. It didn't take very long.
Mhm. Has the moon moved in the sky at all?
No.
Mm. Okay. She faces the water. She goes right, and she starts walking along the shoreline.
And I'll say that even looking down there now, you can see the end of this island. It's probably only another 500 feet that direction before it starts curving around. It's not a very big island.
And in fact, she thinks about it for a second again, and she turns back to where she was, and she makes a small stack of stones right around where she came out of the water. Like
Okay.
something that's recognizable. Maybe she like puts a little wood sign next to it, a few sticks just arranged in a certain pattern, a triangle that wouldn't naturally occur necessarily around this little stack of stones, just so it's recognizable if she sees it again.
Sure.
And then, yeah, faces the water, turns right, starts walking. You say about 500 feet that direction, it starts to curve.
Yes, I do say that. And other than something, so like sometimes hearing something make a noise, uh, like you might hear a distant. We're next to the ocean, so I'm going to say wailing, but I don't mean the creature. I mean the sound.
Yeah, I understand.
uh, Off in the forest somewhere, it's pretty silent as you're walking along this beach. Even you're not even really hearing that ocean lap against the shoreline. You're just, I don't know if you've ever been in a place so quiet where you can hear your own blood pump in your head, but it's approaching that. And I will say as you stroll along the beach here, just for a few moments, you're like walking toward, like, I assume you're going to try and walk around the island.
Yeah.
Is that what we're getting to?
Yeah.
As you start trying to get towards that bend, there is a blinding white flash. Let's see, you're walking to the right. So to your right, towards where the island is, but in the sky above. And if you turn to look, you see that there is some sort of energy swirling in the sky above the island towards its center.
Okay. And that flash happens as as I get towards the bend, right?
As you start on your walk towards that bend, yeah,
Gotcha.
like you get partway down the beach there, but then that kind of interrupts that. It kind of interrupts that walk as you're have that focus of mind.
Okay.
And you can audibly hear it as it seems to be swirling something like it's making a noise because it's disrupting everything. You can see the trees in the area are kind of swaying a bit too, almost, and leaves are getting kind of pulled off.
Branch is debating because she just got here and this is happening. So she's wondering, is this a common occurrence here? Is this something I can ignore right now and continue on this fact finding mission I'm on and get back to you later. And then she just makes her way towards the light.
As you start making your way towards the light, you can see that those leaves I talked about aren't leaves at all. They seem to be some sort of like flying creature that starts getting away, like little things, almost bat-like, flying, trying to flee the area and they start flying across the ocean.
Interesting.
But you're gonna book it into these woods, right?
Yeah, she doesn't know if this flash will ever happen again, so she's gonna try to make her way there, and it's her first time breaking the
Okay.
tree line. Yeah.
As you start running into this forest, I guess is what we'll call it, make a perception check for me.
Sure.
19.
19.
As you're running through, and there's a lot of bramble to jump over, a lot of fallen log everything looks kind of rotted and old as you come through this forest. And as you look to your left while you're running, you see a tree, and then you see a humanoid shape begin running from the tree parallel to you as well. And it's hard to make out their silhouette, but you can definitely tell that there's 2 arms, 2 legs, a head on top, running alongside you for the same area.
Are they my size or are they regular size?
They look to be a medium humanoid creature in this moment.
Fair
Yes.
enough. Yeah. She thinks that makes sense. If this is afterlife, she can't be the only bad person that's died recently, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course there's other people here, and she doesn't know why she didn't consider that before. But she can't. But she also puts together. She can't be the only bad person that's died recently, and she keeps running. She does not acknowledge this person, but she does try to keep an eye on it as best she can, because now that could be a danger.
It is a little hard to track in this light, in this forest, but you get the sense that you're gaining on it, or you're parallel. But what I mean is you're breaking ahead of it.
Sure.
For what that's worth. Is that something you want to do?
If I lose
You're
sight of,
outpacing whatever's running.
right. If I lose sight of it, then I don't know where it is. No, I need to keep it near me. And honestly, and this is what approaches it, what goes through her head. This body isn't a real body, maybe. The one she's currently running in and the one he has and all of this, right? Maybe it's real, but maybe it's just in her head. And that makes her more willing to take the risk of being near that danger, I think. And so she stays near this thing despite being scared of it. Because
and by near, I want to make sure it's not like you can touch it.
Sure.
It's a ways away from you, and you can just barely make it out. It's probably a good 40 feet from you at least. So it's not like that close to you, but yeah, you're trying to keep it as best you can in your vision.
Yeah. And if nothing else, this is the only other thing that she's seen here that hasn't tried to drag her under thick, oily water yet. So, right. Yeah. Who knows what this could be? So yeah, stand there.
So, keeping your eyes locked on this thing, trying to keep pace with it, slowing down a little bit as it kind of slows down and speeds up.
Right.
You don't even realize it, but you suddenly break through into a clearing, which seems to be up below the source of where this energy is above you, this light. The thing that you were running against is not there as you break through this clearing.
Okay. The clearing we little Sheena chasing around. There's a magic source of energy above me. I think I need to. I think her first thought would be a religion, like her. What do I know of
It's
this?
it's a good 200 feet up.
Sure, sure. And it's just a swirling mass of magic or whatever, light, light.
Of white light. Yeah,
She would think magic.
you can see in the center of it. There's like a pinnacle that is up, like looking into the sun almost. It's so bright, but then it kind of spills out in a swirl of light around that. And you can see everything is almost like not getting vacuumed, but everything's kind of energized to go towards it, if you will.
And despite not wanting to, she takes her eyes away from the swirling suction vortex light and looks over her shoulder for the shadow humanoid, whatever it was. And it wasn't there when she broke through. And she wants to maybe make a little investigation to see, just a few seconds to see if she can spot it.
Sure. Make an investigation, please.
Or perception, I don't know, either one. I guess.
I'll take either. I'll honestly take either.
Well, I like
24 investigation.
Like,
You turn to look back. You don't see anything behind you coming through the tree line. But it's when you turn back to look straight ahead of you that you see this creature standing on the other side of this clearing. It is medium-sized. Its skin is pale almost to the point of ivory white. It has no eyes, no mouth, no ears, no nose. It is a smooth husk in what looks to be like as close to a human body as it could be. It's almost a mannequin.
yeah.
And it is just standing there, slack-shouldered, looking at you, question mark.
Sure.
And this is also weird, but it's just how it's the only way I can see it in my mind's eye. If there was a camera behind Branch's head, the camera would start, say, on her left
Mm-hmm.
and pan behind her. And then all we would see would be Branch's head. And then as we went to the right of her, we would see Branch standing in front of Branch,
Sure. Yeah. I get you.
looking malevolent.
Sure.
And you see her reach into her clothes and pull out a wand and aim it at you.
Well, damn.
Roll initiative.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
Wait, we'll fix it. But did you already do it?
I did. I got
What was it?
16.14.
Okay. I think I can just go like this. Blink. 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 Now, I wonder if I roll off the copy, will it work like that? Will it be like branch copy initiative?
It's a good question. I think we'll just have to try it.
Uh-oh, did I lose Branch's thingy? Uh-oh, did I just screw up my map? I'm scared.
Uh-oh.
What have I done? I think we're okay.
Where are you, girl? I should have had her take more time to fashion weapons. I knew I should have done the survival aspect.
Wait, what's going on with this character sheet? Why is it opened into a single bar? There we go. Okay. Open. It's just black screen. Sorry, I'm at the mercy of roll 20 here.
We're good. We're still good there. Yeah, we're still good there.
Please, work. Oh boy, howdy.
It'll work out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for roll 20 to work.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here. Come on. Can I open something else? Yes. Oh my god. It's literally just this character sheet that won't open.
This is what that's crazy.
I should get another sanity roll from you for that creature as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's pretty insane.
Sanity save coming. Here we go.
No.
Does
Roll
that
another D100 for me, would you?
fair enough? Does that count as 2 failures on the
Yes, it
sanity
does.
tracker? That means she
This is-
loses a sanity point.
Because she already had a failure before.
She had the 1 failure. She had 2 successes, and it all zeroes out, right?
Yeah, it zeroes out and starts anew.
Yeah, that sucks. She was 1 success
Sorry.
away from. No, it is what it is. I know. And she was at 18. That means she actually loses a. She goes down to 17. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it is what it is.
So here's what that turns into.
Okay.
And this is permanent until removed by means to remove it. The afflicted believes their body parts have separate personalities and spends most of their time trying to broker peace between them.
Well,
Oh, that's a bit of a bitch. But really interesting. Can this please just open up for the love of God? I might have to close and come back to it.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Unless it's just, it doesn't like that we both are trying to access something similar, but it's not even letting me open up that seems like something's broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even letting me open up the character sheet, which don't make a lick of fucking sense. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now can I roll initiative without goofing you? Oh, it's not set up to be added that way. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
How do I add this again? I go.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. You're going.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Huh? You go first. You is what happens here. And I will say this: as you're here messing with all this, and seeing this from that source of light, you can hear Gwen's voice. You can hear Kalen and Korak talking. You can hear your friends. They seem like they're so far away, but beyond that light somewhere.
And this thing that I'll call she has her eyes on this light as well, right? Like that's like we're both going towards this light.
She has her eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. How far away is she from me? You said across a small clearing, but with
Yeah, she's a good 50 feet from where you're standing.
sure.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Oh God. I would like to try to cast Mind Sliver, which is a verbal semantic This is sorry, a verbal component only spell or a cantrip.
You know.
Well, I don't know why that didn't work. Let's see, is it over here? Mind sliver.
Okay. Oh, dang it. I didn't grab a piece of paper. I got one. Okay. So DC 17 intelligence save. This is this. And okay. Intelligence save incoming. Big crit. Oh, you can see that? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can obviously hide that for next time, but yeah.
Oh, I did hide him before, but then I guess when I closed it, it reset. Obviously, that makes sense. But so I was confused. I'm like, how are you seeing that? But you see what happened there.
Okay, but the important part is that you needed to roll that save. So I feel magic happening.
Here's the important part. You go to cast the spell. How do you cast the spell? Let me know that. What is it like when Branch casts Mind Sliver?
Sure. What typically will happen is that her eyes will alight with a green flame, and she catches the what's it called? What am I thinking about? She makes eye contact with the victim of the mind sliver, and they feel the shock of the spike as a small amount of magic energy zooms across in that moment to strike them upon the dome as they see the mind sliver go into effect. And it comes with the words, and it's a verbal component, and the way Branch does her verbal components is that, to be very technical with it, the way I think about magic or Branch is that she's manipulating the wave using, especially with the verbal components, using the specific waves of sound. So if she can say whatever she wants as long as she says it in the right tone, that's the tone that does the weave. And that's why when I have her cast verbal spells, I always make sure she's saying something, but I allow it to be different stuff all the time. But it's always in the correct tone for the spell is the idea, right? And in this particular situation, she says, "You will not mess with my friends." And
as you say this and you feel the magic for the first time in a long time come to you, you also feel your left hand almost like you can't even control it. Maybe you are controlling it, but it just happens. You feel your your pinky, your ring, and middle finger close. Your thumb goes over the top. Your pointer index finger raises high into the sky, and you watch your hand wreath in green flame. You are a child of Azuth, and Azuth abides, man. You can cast all spells as if you had a focus because you have Azuth.
okay,
And
okay, interesting. She moves. She shortens the gap 20.
and even though that this did not
Yeah.
work on this creature, that still takes place.
And with that, and she knows that now, and that means that she still has a little bit of time. And I should have really gone over her fucking spell book and right. She can only cast what she has. She can only cast what she has prepared anyway. So I know she has bonus action spells. Doesn't matter. It's time's up. In my opinion. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's all she does this turn.
Excellent. You watch as this branch becomes blurry and begins. Whoops. I'm trying to look at this, but then I just did that. Okay, I see what you're I see. Yeah. What is your movement? I should be looking at this.
25.
Yeah, they're going to dash towards you and make it right up to you. And I don't think they're going to do much other than that. Unless I'm missing a bonus action that you have, that'd be real cool, but I can't think of one.
Right, right.
So,
Blurry, huh? Okay. She's right up on me. I'm going to
blurry in the sense of she seems to be shifting between 3 different places at all times.
Right, right. I'm going to try to use hypnotic gaze.
Hello. Wisdom saving throw. Or be charmed.
And there's a lot of other stuff too.
Right. The next thing I need to know. Okay. So is that not something I can do here? Okay. 1 and a 2. Wow. Wisdom. Does a 14 beat this?
No, save a 17.
Okay. Then they are dazed. Their speed is 0. They are charmed until the next turn. Incapacitated and visibly dazed. Thanks for actually expect. Yes, that's for you. So if you move away from this creature, if you move more than 5 feet away, the sense.
Yeah. And if it takes damage, this shouldn't, I believe, as well. On substance. The effect, if this creature can use here, or if the creature takes damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it has to be incapacitated on its turn, and it's your turn again.
Visibly dazed. Does incapacitated mean it cannot speak?
I think incapacitation.
Yeah, let's look up incapacitation real quick because I need to know exactly what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, wait, why is that not showing up? Incapacitated. Oh my God, are you an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions, so that's not really a
right.
But I would probably say, yeah, a paralyzed creature is incapacitated due to conditions and can't move or speak. I guess there's a difference. I guess an incapacitated creature can speak if the only difference between being paralyzed and incapacitated is that you can't move or speak. Does that seem true?
I think that's true. And I think what that means, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is as long as I stay within 5 feet and continue using my actions, I can have a conversation with this creature until I take an action to not do that anymore or move away from it or something else happens. Does that sound right?
I'm trying to understand what you mean.
I I would like to be able to talk to this thing until I'm done talking to it and then take my next turn.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I just don't. Does this ability make that possible in this situation?
It seems, well, yes, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, as long as it's within this turn that you're doing, what you're talking about,
yeah. Okay.
that would happen.
Sure. Fair enough. Uh, Branch, while continuing the hypnotic gaze on this next turn, asks, "What are you? What are you? Why are you attacking me?"
The response you get from it is,
And about.
did you hear that?
Oh, I heard it.
Okay, good.
What Branch thinks about in that second is, Branch feels on the copy of Branch's body. Does that Branch have her dagger?
Does that Branch have her dagger? Yes.
Branch takes her dagger, continuing the hypnotic gaze the whole time.
As you take this dagger in your hand, it transforms into a piece of bone.
Works for me.
Mhm.
Feeling with her other hand, is that bone sharp? Is it pointy?
Sure.
She remembers a particular kill that Gwen got. It was a perfect sneak attack against this little goblin. And she remembers exactly where at the base of the spine, or at the base of the neck, Gwen inserted this dagger. And using the green flame spell, cantrip, attack, whatever, Branch is going to try to use this dagger to make an attack against the copy of Branch.
Okay.
Here we go. Where's my thing? It's not a whip though, so it wouldn't be that. I'm trying to come up with the right numbers for this thing. No, it would be. It's just an attack. Yeah, it's just a spell attack, so it should actually be this number to hit, but it wouldn't be this number for damage. So let's see if it hits. It's a 29 to hit. Crit.
Right. Does it actually do the weapons damage, like a whip's damage, or is it just the spell's damage?
If I was using a whip, it would do the whip's damage. So this would be doing dagger's damage.
The D4
plus fifth level spell or higher, plus the 1d8. It's actually it'd be 2d8 plus my spell casting modifier. Yep, 2d8. So 1d4 plus 2d8 plus 5. Does that sound right? And it crit.
1d8. Yeah.
No, 2d8. It'd be 1d4, 2d8 plus 5, and it crit. So 2d4, 4d8 plus 5 is my math on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, but this isn't the right math here.
No, that's on a steel wind whip. It's the right math for the attack, but not the right math for the damage at all.
Yeah, I mean, roll the damage. He does, I guess. I don't know. As a crit.
Sure. That's 48 plus 2d4 plus 5. So a total of 19 damage. Does that sound right? No. Total 20 damage.
Why is this one so god crazy? 41 plus 35?
Oh, that's the steel wind whip. That does 60, 10 damage. That's a fifth level spell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fifth level spell versus a cantrip, essentially, is what happened there.
Okay.
But this one does 20 damage.
Or 19, you said.
No, it was 20. It was 20.
Oh, 20 total. Okay. Okay. No problems. It can scream, and so it shall, as you found it's a vital part of it. Vital part of yourself. Excellent. I believe that means it gets a turn now.
It does.
I see no reason why it wouldn't. And by the way, you're starting with full health
Oh,
in
good
this.
to know.
I never said that, but yeah.
And I actually, I don't even know what my AC would currently be, because honestly, I'm not wearing. I would get my AC normally from my cloak of displacement, which I don't have. That doesn't add to AC, actually. I would get it from my armor, of course, which am I wearing my breastplate?
Yep.
Okay, so I have that, but I don't have my shield. So that brings me down to 16 AC. So
Okay.
it just makes a difference, and I guess it would make a difference for her too. I know she probably has a shield. If she has my wand,
Yeah.
she probably has my shield and everything. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not great. Oh, I'm a fool, aren't I? Should have used this. Oh well, there's still time. Boy howdy, what do we do? We do. We do. This, of course, it's the only thing that makes sense. Why isn't it working?
It's not working
Because I don't have it set up.
No, I don't have it set up either. There's something that went wrong with the programming. My stuff isn't working the same way.
Okay. You see her take out a whip from her side, and she's going to whip the shit out of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if this hits. Number 1. How does this work?
Which spell?
Make a melee. It's the one you just used but didn't use. She's using it on you.
So it's just a
Melee spell.
It's a D20 plus 9. So that's what a melee spell attack would be. That's to know if it hits. It's plus 9 to hit.
So 21, I believe hits.
Yes.
And then it's 60-10.
For the Steel Wind Whip? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 60-10. Absolutely.
She does 36 damage to you.
Brings me down to 10 HP.
It sure does.
Okay. I believe that's an action. Ooh, here's what I do. No.
I'd love to clarify something though.
Yeah.
With that Azuth thing I did that happened to. I'm saying like you can cast any spell that you have access to. Don't care if you got something in your hand.
That is interesting. Didn't realize that. Okay, that does make a bit of a difference.
I know.
That being said, there is something I can do instead of taking this damage.
Okay.
I use Instinctive Charms. She should be within the spell's range. And I would like to turn this spell against her, if I can.
Okay. Now, please tell me I didn't just close the character sheet, because I will scream. Please open back up. Thank you.
I've only done 20 damage to the thing, I think. If all the damage.
Yes, That is true. No, I know that's true. I want to look at this thing. I don't think. Maybe she can. Counterspell?
Instinctive charm is not a spell.
You're right. Go for it.
I try. It's a wisdom saving throw from her.
Wisdom saving throw. D20. Then we add this. I remember what it was without looking. What is this? Natural 1.
Okay. So I should be, yeah. Based on that, the attack, on a failed save, the attacker must target the creature that is closest to it, not including you or
Not
itself.
including itself.
Okay. Well, I guess it does. Okay. Can I instinctive charm? Am I even allowed to use this feature? I guess is the question without a target to target. And I'm fine with either ruling. But I thought I was going to be able to target it, and maybe I'm not even.
I'm going to say yes, because we're doing something weird.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. I love that. I'd prefer not to take
Of course.
damage. Does that make it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
As you Uno reverse card creature
Sorry, what? Sorry, Wendy.
is out and
Wendy popped in for a second. Just 1 second.
There's a roly-poly in the bathroom.
There's a roly-poly in the bathroom? I don't like that. Okay. All right.
there's a lot of worse things to have in the bathroom.
Fair.
I think you'll be okay. Yeah, you Uno reverse card this creature, and it roils out in pain again, unable to get you as it whips its own back. It is your turn, because that was its turn.
Got it. Okay. I am going to. I mean, if it's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Brandishing my left hand, I wave it as though I am wielding a whip, and suddenly the whip appears, and I use my most powerful of attacks and use Steel Wind Whip against this creature. Here we go.
It's a whip off.
It's a whip off. I'm just gonna roll it on a d20 because it's not playing.
Sure.
So d20 plus 9, 26.
Oh yeah, that hits.
6d10 damage.
6d10 damage. 37. Oh. It is still alive, but it has crumpled to its knees. You can see your visage begin to kind of like melt off and leaving just this like, now that you're seeing it up close in this light of this, swirling energy above and even the moonlight, it has like this slimy skin. You can see like purple vein underneath. It almost be like a Westworld robot if it, like the base form, if it was made out of meat instead of made out of robot.
And they cause these flattery.
Does that help visualize it?
No, it does. It does.
Say that? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks very hurt, but it is not dead. What is it going to do now? It's going to... Can't do that. What would Banish do in this situation?
Well, now isn't that a question?
It is. Man, it's like having to go through a character's sheet for maybe the first time ever and like look at shit.
Especially
Like,
this character. This character
know.
is crazy.
I know it was a cool idea. It's also a terrible idea.
I'm loving it.
Let's see. What's this? It's gonna cause lunacy. I need you to make a sanity save.
I bet it will. Goodness gracious. You fucked this thing. Here we go. Sandy save it is. 18, that beats 17. Unless it has boosts.
No, you're good to go.
Cool. Well, it's on its kind of last legs here. I don't want to be defensive. I want to be offensive. And it's right in front of me still, right? Like, it hasn't moved at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We've kind of teleported around
basically.
each other. Like, yeah. But,
yeah.
yeah. But we kind of stayed in the same area. And that
Yeah, it has to have moved after those whips, and so have you. But I imagine they've just stayed. You both have just stayed within the 5 feet of each other. But like now you're to the left, to the right, like a teleportation dance.
Got you. Yep. Okay. I am going to cast, because I do this. I'm going to cast Mind Whip. Oh, that works. Hey.
Okay, DC 17 intelligence save.
Yep.
Hello, Jones. That is going to fail as they roll a 15.
Excellent. Yeah, so it's a 12
So taking.
but it's also on its next turn, it gets to choose if it wants to move, take an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three.
Wouldn't that be cool? How do you want to do this?
Oh shit. Do you remember Kaylin's ruthlessness and her self-confidence? And she uses her whip. And what she does with the whip is that this magic Azuth green flame whip wraps itself around Fake Branch's head, and it shears. It wraps around, and as it pulls away, it shears the top of the skull off. And I see the brain that is not good enough to be me, exposed to the fake air of whatever this dimension is, as I pull my gaze away from whatever this thing was, and I look up to the light, and I hear my friends' voices.
And you hear one final scream from this thing as it ceases to be and lies dead in this clearing. That's the end of this combat for sure. Though you do hear other noises in these woods. And swirling above you, probably 200 feet up, like you said, you can hear your friends pleading for you to come back. They've brought this, they've brought that. Of course, we don't know what those things are, but we will find out, and you'll know that's what you heard. It's really up to you.
I can, and I cast Fly on myself. And I move into the air towards the light.
And as you feel it almost like a tractor beam take you and just gently pull you into this light until all you can see is light. And to find out what happens after, we would have to meet up with our friends.
Whoa! Very cool. Very cool indeed.
Any last words?
Death
is only the end, if you assume the story is about you.